welcome back to the Sideline Perspective, man. It's been a couple weeks, I know. Y'all ain't seen me in a couple weeks. Just been posting the gaming content. Just wanted to get that out. And I was, like I said in the last episode, my flu game episode, I was sick, bro. I was really sick, and even though I was feeling better over the last 10 or so days, I just decided, to get back to 100%. I wasn't at 100%, even though I was feeling better. I'm back at 100% now, and I'm very, very happy to be back on the road to 100 subscribers. We're 5 away. I gotta grind, bro. The playoffs is right around the corner, bro. We back on the grind. Trust and believe we are back on the grind, bro. We've missed a lot. I'm not gonna go over everything that we missed, but one thing that I'm definitely gonna talk about is the fact that LeBron James is the first player to ever in NBA history to have amassed 40,000 points in the regular season. LeBron James, bruh. My GOAT. And I was introduced to basketball, and this is going to be a little tangent, but I don't care. This is LeBron James. I'm going to talk about LeBron James. When I was first introduced to basketball, it was Kobe Bryant was the face of the league, but I knew who Michael Jordan was, but I was 5 years old when Michael Jordan retired in 2003. 5 years old. I don't know I know what basketball is, but I'm not knowing the magnitude of who Michael Jordan was, but I knew who he was. I just didn't know the magnitude, but I knew everybody was Jordan this, Jordan that. My dad had all the shoes. Always talked about Michael Jordan, but Kobe was the face of the league when I was really aware of what the NBA was, and I was in 2005, 2006 season. I was in kindergarten in 2005, and like I said, Kobe Bryant was the face of the league. May he rest in peace. And I didn't gravitate towards Kobe. I don't know why. But I knew who he was. Like I said, not really aware, but at the same time, I knew who he was. The next season, 2006, when Kobe Bryant wins his MVP, or 2007, excuse me, but the season before he won his MVP is when I started to take notice of LeBron James. That's when the Cavs were really spicing it up. That next year, they ended up being in the NBA Finals, that 2006-2007 season. 2007, they ended up in the NBA Finals, so it was that year that really brought the NBA and LeBron to my attention, and just seeing the way that he played, bro, like the ridiculous, if y'all think, some of y'all are young, I know a lot of my viewers are older, so we know who LeBron was back then, the way that he could just take off from anywhere, and he was dunking on everybody. That amazed the hell out of me, bro, just seeing how dominant he was at 21, 22 years old. And I'm just, as an 8-year-old kid, just amazed at what he was able to do. So that is who I gravitated towards, was LeBron James. And naturally, being a LeBron James fan, I was not a fan of Kobe Bryant, unfortunately. I missed a lot of Kobe's career up until the back end, when I really started appreciating players. Not really just, being a fanboy, but really starting appreciating the game. So I didn't really become a fan of Kobe until 2012, if I'm being real. Like I said, I missed a lot of Kobe's career, but I went back, obviously, revisionist history, and made sure that I was aware of who the hell Kobe Bryant was. Top 2 in my opinion, bro. It goes Bron, Kobe, Jordan. Not as greatest of all time, but I mean for me, because I didn't get to watch Jordan, but I know I can't really do nothing about Michael Jordan because I missed out on watching Michael Jordan. It just is what it is. So he's not really considered for me as far as GOAT conversations goes, and that's okay. I didn't get to watch him. I don't get to speak on nothing that he did. I know what he did because obviously you could go back and watch it, Last Dance, all this. Everybody reveres Michael Jordan as the GOAT. But a lot of us, born in 99, 2000, and so on, we didn't really get to see the Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan really stopped being great in 98. So it is what it is. So Kobe and Bron is my two GOATs right there. But continuing on, they didn't win that championship in 2007. He stays for a few more seasons. They just can never get over that hump. He could have went up against Kobe in the NBA Finals in 2009 had they not lost to the Orlando Magic and Dwight Howard in the Orlando Magic in the Eastern Conference Finals. Following that season, I want to say is the year that he goes to Miami. And Kobe's teams are no longer great, so we never got to see that matchup. So in my mind, I'm just seeing, I saw Kobe win his 2 championships. LeBron hadn't had one yet, so I'm like, damn, Kobe Bryant, I need my boy Bron to get him. So Bron ends up winning a couple, and I'm like, all right, bet. I don't want to hear nothing else. Go. He comes back to Cleveland in 2016 after losing that championship to the Spurs. He comes back, in 2015. They go to the NBA Finals and lose to the Golden State Warriors. I want to say in 6. And, in 6 for sure. And he had no Kyrie Irving, no Kevin Love. So a lot of people, including myself, like, hey, this is a different series if them 2 players is there. They run it back the next year. They go down 3-1 against the greatest team of all time. Everybody's like, holy shit. Like, this is over. Like, Bron's legacy this, Golden State Warriors that. 3 straight games. Got him up out of there. The only team in NBA history to ever come back from a 3-1 deficit in the NBA Finals. I don't think that'll ever be done again, bro. LeBron James is that dude. He's that different, bro. Obviously, Kyrie Irving played a major part. Guys like Shump, J.R. Smith, Kevin Love, Richard Jefferson, all these guys played huge integral roles in them being able to win that championship. But as far as the guy, we all know, come on, bro. He led every statistical category in that NBA Finals, bro. Back-to-back 41-point games to secure that NBA Finals win, bro. He said when he came back to Cleveland, he had one goal, and that was to win a championship. And he did just that. He did just that. Continue on. He goes to LA. It's not looking so good in the first couple seasons because he's injury-riddled. It's just like an injury-riddled season. They missed the playoffs. You get Anthony Davis the next year, you win it. Not only do you make the playoffs, you get to the NBA Finals and win a championship. So that's 4 right there. The magnitude of that one alone, not only that one, but the one in Cleveland, the way that they had to win it in a bubble, the season stopped. Like, I don't care that it was a bubble championship, Disneyland championship. That shit is irrelevant, bro. When you actually consider the fact that people's health were majorly at risk, the fact that they were nowhere near their families, nowhere near their normal routine, they're basically isolated all day until it's time to practice or play. What else? That they missed 3 to 4 months of basketball. Like, the season got cut right after All-Star break. Essentially, like, they missed all that time of basketball. It was one of the hardest championships to ever win. I don't care about none of that outside noise, bro. That was one of the hardest championships to win, and he did that. He won his give him his respect, bro. Even I've been seeing on Twitter, so now he breaks Kareem's record. Whoop-de-doo, you know what I mean? Yeah, you broke his record, greatest of all time, but then now he gets to 40,000. People are still acting like it's chump change. Michael Jordan got a damn trophy for getting 30,000 points. Stephen Curry, when he broke the all-time 3-point shooting record, people made it seem like it was the greatest thing ever. Like, oh my God, he's the guy. This is that. 40,000 points will never, in our lifetime, ever be touched again. And that's just facts, bro. 40,000 points. For a player to do that, they would have to have averaged at least 28 points a game, playing 70 games a season for 22 years. There's been one player in NBA history to have ever played 21. Maybe he got to 22. Vince Carter. Vince Carter is the only player to have ever played more than 21 seasons. LeBron James is going into 22 seasons next. He's in 21 right now. He's going to 22 next year. He'll be 40. He's still averaging 25 points a game. I don't see that slowing down next year. Maybe he'll go down to 23, 22. He'll never be under 20. I can promise you that. So if he has at least 3 more years of over 20 points a game, that's another couple seasons where you got to really come in and score the ball out of your mind. Like, you can't have low scoring seasons. You have to average 28 to 30 points a game, and then you got to have a couple 34 and 35 point seasons to actually have a chance to touch 40,000 points. Excuse me. Like, I don't think people are really comprehending how difficult of a feat that really was. Not only do you got to play that long, you got to damn near come in at 8. He came in straight out of high school. There were no college years put on his body. He came straight out of high school and was dominant essentially since he came into the league. Obviously, his rookie season, they didn't make the playoffs. Melo had arguably a better season as a rookie. But since his second year, there's been no argument that LeBron James has been a dominant player. Even in year 21. That tweet, that famous, hilarious tweet from 2016. I don't remember what year it was. 2014, something like that, when LeBron turned 30. Dude said, LeBron is now 30 years old. This fuckery won't last too much longer. That did not age well. I'm going to leave it at that, though, bro. Let's get into the episode. If you new around here, you enjoy spills like that, going off about my GOAT, my favorite player of all time, or just, basketball talk in general, this might be the place for you, know what I mean? We enjoy basketball around here, so, hey, that's what we do. You see all the basketball gear here, you know what I mean? All the everything, you know what I mean? That's what we here for, bro. But this episode, I want to make it our third 3/4 season awards. We've done it for the first half of the season already. We did the first quarter of the year, about 20. How many games? The first 20 games. Halfway point, obviously, the 41 games. We're at game 62, about 62. Tomorrow when this comes out, we'll be at the halfway point for a lot of teams. And then we'll do the last one right before the end of the season on game 82, obviously. So, this is 3 out of 4. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it, man. We're going to kick it off with the Eastern Conference. And a lot of these, hey, I'm going to just say a lot of these picks are not controversial, but, maybe I could have went another way with them. But from what I see, from when I watch the games and looking at stats, because I don't watch every game. Obviously, I can't watch every game. These are my picks. This is strictly opinionated based off of what I see and how I watch the game and how I feel about how these players have performed. This is nothing based off of no sports book or nothing that other people have been talking about. This is strictly my thoughts and what I see and how I break down the game. So like I said, we're starting off with the Eastern Conference. Always got to start off at the top. MVP, Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell, man. He is my Eastern Conference MVP, man. And I'm gonna tell you why. 16-4 in his last 20 games played. They were on a 9-game win streak. It could have easily been 18 had they not lost a game to the Bucks in the middle of their streak. So they went on an 8-game win streak. They lost to the Bucks and then went on a 9-game win streak after losing that game. For the team, since January 1st, they've lost just 6 games. Donovan Mitchell didn't play in 2 of those. So technically, like I said, he's 16-4. You know what I mean? Like, Donovan Mitchell has been the most winning player in the Eastern Conference, aside from like a Jason Tatum. Damn. I just completely I completely forgot about Jason. It's just like, I forgot about Jason Tatum and the Celtics, bro. Hold up. This is real life realism right here. Y'all seeing this live. Whoa. I'm going to still go with my pick. I'm confident in my pick. But yeah, Jason Tatum definitely deserves some respect, bro, for what the Celtics have been able to do. They're 48-12 currently, and they are nearly... They're nowhere near having 20 losses. Phil Jackson, very, very legendary coach, said the threshold for a championship team is when you win 40 games before you get to 20 losses. The Celtics are nowhere near. They are 8 games under that 20 losses. They are nearly 50-12. That's a recipe for a championship team, and it's being spearheaded and led by Jason Tatum. Obviously, you have Jaylen Brown, Porzingis, who is a really good player. He's been, up and down in the lineup, but he's been very solid when he is playing. Drew Holiday, Derek White, Al Horford, Sam Hauser, Peyton Pritchard, like all these guys that get rotational minutes for them have really been, the camaraderie is amazing, bro. And Joe Mazzulla deserves all the credit for how he's been able to really, damn, it's raining, really not master, but what's the word? Like be Sifu over all these guys that are could be potential number one options on their team. You have Jason Tatum, you have Jaylen Brown, the highest paid player in the league, and then Kristaps Porzingis, relatively looked at as a 2, like a second option rather. But yeah, these guys are all all-star players. Derek White is a guy that strictly is going to play his role. He's the perfect role player. Drew Holiday, we know what he can do on the defensive end. Al Horford, an aging defensive, an aging offensive weapon that they utilize perfectly. So I definitely want to give my credit to the Celtics and Jason Tatum. But continuing on with my Donovan Mitchell pick, he was the player of the month for January. He averaged 32 points, 8.5 assists, 6.2 rebounds, 1.5 steals in the last 4 games heading into February, where they continue to set the league on fire, taking just 2 losses in the entire month. He had 7 30-point games and 2 40-point games over that 20-game stretch that we've been talking about. And like I said, he's been, in my opinion, the most winningest player in the Eastern Conference, aside from Jason Tatum and the Celtics. It's been a minute, bro. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep sipping, but yeah. I haven't sat in front of this camera in 2 weeks, bro. I'm sorry. But, hey, we back. He has yet to play since March has began. It's only been 2 games. He had to receive a platelet-rich plasma injection in his knee after the team was aware that he had a left knee bone bruise, and he's expected to miss at least 3 more games. So that was as of yesterday, March 4th. But like I said, Donovan Mitchell's been that dude. The Cavs have won. They won one of those games that he missed this month, and like I said, he's projected to miss at the least 3 more games, which would be matchups against Boston, Atlanta, and Minnesota. They played Boston tonight. Like I said, the hottest team in the league right now, 11-game win streak, something like that. Atlanta, that's a game that they can win, but they just lost to the New York Knicks by like 15, and they only beat the Pistons by 10. So looking a little shaky without Dono for sure. And then, like I said, the Minnesota Timberwolves and Boston, these are 2 of the top teams in their respective conferences. In my opinion, I would project that they would lose those 2 games without Donovan Mitchell. But, put him back in that lineup, they definitely could have a better chance. You definitely want him available for these type of games to see how you fare against these contending teams heading into the postseason. So, this next stretch without Donovan Mitchell is definitely going to be vital for the Cavs, because when he was there by himself without Evan Mobley, his other 2 All-Stars, Mobley and Garland, he held it down. Donovan Mitchell absolutely held it down. Obviously, you got the role players that, stepped up, like Max Strus, Karis LeVert had some solid games. Jared Allen was doing his thing too, but he didn't have 2 other All-Stars, and they were winning basketball games. Top 3 seed the whole time. Top 4, top 3 the whole time. So it's definitely going to be vital for the Cavs without Donovan Mitchell. Moving on to Rookie of the Year, Brandon Miller, bro. Brandon Miller, oh my God. I have slept on Brandon Miller, bro. Not really slept on him. I know, like, Brandon Miller is a hooper. I've known that for a minute. But I don't watch Hornets games. I don't watch Wizards games. I don't watch Pistons games. I rarely watch Nets games. I try not to watch Hawks games. Who else is on that no watch list? I'm watching the Spurs. I don't give a damn. I'm watching the Spurs. And it's a couple other teams that I don't really watch like that, but unfortunately Charlotte is one of those teams. Brandon Miller's on that team. But I've been seeing the highlights, checking box scores, and from what I've been seeing, bro, I've watched a couple games now. Don't get me wrong. I watched a couple games. Brandon Miller has the potential to really become a superstar in this league, man. The way that he's able to get to his shot in the mid-range, get to his spots in the mid-range and get shots up over the fender so easily. He's 6'9". I think he has like a 6'11" wingspan. I'm really liking what I'm seeing, bro. Excuse me. Guys like Vic, Chet, even Jaime Jaquez for a majority of this season have really like kind of overshadowed him with like the highlights, and like I said, him being in Charlotte, you're not really hearing much about what they're doing over there. But a team like Miami, they're going to get their players out there, promotions and things like that. Victor Wembanyama, you can't not promote that. Chet Holmgren, one of the winningest teams in the league right now in the OKC Thunder. Him versus Vic, that's a promotion in itself. So that's really why I was kind of like out of the loop with the Brandon Miller stuff, bro. But like I said, just him getting to his spots, the way he's able to get downhill either with force or elegance and finish around the rim, I really love what I'm seeing. The defense also is very, very solid. Very, very solid. I really like what I'm seeing. He got all-star written all over his game. And like I said, I believe he can be a superstar, in the next 4 to 7 years, bro. I could really see Brandon Miller being one of the top players in this league. Also really like the way he carries himself on the court, bro. He knows that he's a baller. He does exude a lot of confidence that could come off as arrogance at times, but it's just because he knows. He knows. And when you know, you're going to show it. You're going to show that, bro. He's not out there like a deer in headlights like some rookies can be. He's really, he feels comfortable on the court. And, once they get a healthy LaMelo for a full season next to Brandon Miller, man, I'm really excited to see what they could piece together. He helped Charlotte go on a 4-game win streak a little over a week ago after they lost 9 straight games. He's averaging 20.1 points in his last 19 games. He put up 2 back-to-back 30 balls to begin the month of February. For the volume of threes that he shoots, though, he hits them well above league average. 38% for the month of February on about 8 shots. He shoots almost 8 shots a game. And he's shooting damn near 40%. He also put up points at the free throw line. He shot well over 80% through the 19 games as well. So, like I said, superstar, all-star written all over his game. His best recent game would have been against the Hawks on Valentine's Day, where he scored 26 points. He had 6 rebounds, 4 dimes, 3 blocks, and a steal. And they won that game by 23 points. I don't like. The Hawks are so up and down. Only real game that I can recall for dad watching, real life, the only game that I can recall watching for the Hawks was the game Luka scored 73 points. And that was just because I saw that Luka was on fire. So it's a lot of teams I just don't be watching, man. I'm sorry. Most improved player. Typically I don't do this, bro. I would have gave you a whole spiel. But ever since the quarter season awards that I did a few months ago, it's been Tyrese Maxey. Head and shoulders above the competition when it comes to this award. It's not even close. Tyrese Maxey is the most improved player. Moving on to 6th man of the year. For the Eastern Conference, man, I wasn't gonna force the award, bro. Like I could have, gone and really searched and looked to see who I would like to give the award to, for potentially for video's sake, but I didn't. I decided not to. It's pretty much wrapped up anyway by the guy that we chose for our Western Conference player. So I just did, just like the Tyrese Maxey thing. There was really no point for me to give a whole spiel about a player that won't even win the award. So Tyrese Maxey has it locked up, and then the Western Conference player that we're going to mention later has that award locked up. So I wasn't doing it. Damn, I just hit the camera. Rookie move. BPOY, Eastern Conference. Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. Yes, I gave it to two players. I gave it to the front court of the Cavaliers. Since his return from arthroscopic knee surgery on January 29th, E-Mob has been a beast on the defensive end, bro. He anchored the Red Hot Cavs, a team who has a chance to potentially finish as a 2 seed when it's all said and done. They were absolutely they weren't missing his defense, but having him as a defender on that back line next to Jared Allen is so amazing for them, bro, because now not only do you got one guy that can reject your shot, but you got another dude that can absolutely demolish your shots in Evan Mobley. So they really needed that. Cleveland boasts a record of 11-5 since he's returned to the lineup. Like I said, his defense has been essential alongside Jared Allen. He has averaged 1.5 blocks and nearly a steal a game, locking in on the boards as well. JA is also, they both have been killing the glass, bro. Both of them have been averaging double-figure rebounds since late January. Jared Allen, killing the glass, like I just said, bro. They have seemed to, figure it out to where one player is not getting in the other player's way. They can both go out there and get 15 points a game while also both getting 10 to 12 rebounds a night. It's crazy. It's perfect, especially when you consider the fact that you're going to have Darius Garland averaging 20, Donovan Mitchell averaging 27, 28. You love to see, like, it's just perfect. Your role players like Max Strus hitting shots. Please don't do this. Please don't blank on his name. Obviously, Karis LeVert. What is the shooter's name? Holy, why am I? Sam Morril. I love what the Cavs got going on right now, man. Jared Allen has controlled the glass for the Cavs, putting up 7 games of well over 12 rebounds. He had a few of those games ending up being with 15, 16, and even 17 rebounds, bro. Absolutely doing what they were supposed to do. With that being said, all that being said, though, just like Sixth Man of the Year, MIP, these awards are pretty much wrapped up at this point. But I had to give my respect for the Cavs front court for how they have been holding it down and what they've been doing. I love what they have been able to put together this season, even through all the injuries. But like I said, this award is pretty much wrapped up by a Western Conference player. So I show my love, my respect to my boys, but it's wrapped up. Now we can move on to the West, though. MVP, I wanted so bad to go back-to-back granting Shea this award, but I just couldn't, man. There's no way I could give this award to Shea with the way that Jokic has been playing, bro. It has been... Let me run y'all down this list right now. Bro. 7 triple-doubles over a 16-game span. He had 2 games, nearly 3 back-to-back games of a 15, 15, and 15. Trademarked by my boy's numbers on the board as a quinceañera. 4 straight triple-doubles, one of which he shot perfect 10 of 10 from the field for the game. 4 30-point performances, a 20-20 game, and one of his famous behind the head, chuck behind, before the shot clock over Anthony Davis. Man, Denver has been balling. They're currently on a 6-game win streak, and they've won 12 of the last 16. A more than solid bounce back after, they had a 3-game losing slump before All-Star break. They lost twice to Sacramento in a 5-day span, and then they lost to Milwaukee in between that. So, you know, they fell down to, I want to say, the 4th seed. After All-Star, they really locked in. Jokic, it was a report, not a report, but I want to say KCP on some podcast said Jokic, who a lot of people don't. We had this leader talk, I want to say, on my last episode, where a lot of people really don't look at these guys that are not like verbal as leaders. And Jokic, obviously the leader of the Nuggets, KCP said he hit the group chat and said, after All-Star break, we're making that push for the 1 seed. And I think that really shows. They're on a 6-game win streak. Jokic has been dominating. The team looks great around him, and they've won convincingly against teams that are also trying to be in that realm of competing. So I really love how they have really come out of All-Star break and put their foot on the gas and made it. They're just a half game away from the 1 seed currently. They play a game. They play tonight. I want to say they play the Suns. But whoever they play, we are watching that game live tonight, and I will put out a video about that. That's my new wave. We're starting a new series where we sit and watch games live. I'm going to try to get footage of it and put it into my video. That's not a promise, but like we did with the Luka game, where we sat and watched live and reacted to it, that's a new series that we're starting heading into this last push of the season and definitely into the playoffs. But yeah, ever since Joel Embiid went down a couple months ago, I was certain that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had a legit chance to be the MVP of this league, bro. The way that he was performing in December and January was mind-blowing. And although Jokic was playing amazing in his own right, we just chalked it up as, he's doing Jokic things. Luka and Jokic have made the triple-double look so easy. So easy. They play so methodical, and, they get whatever they want to whatever spots they want so easily that it's almost like brushed off when they have these amazing performances like Jokic has been having. Obviously, the sports pages, Sports Center, ESPN, these guys are going to put out the big thumbnail screenshot of the graphics of what happened throughout the game, of course. But to the normal fan, we're just like, that's just what they do. To most of us, to another part of the fans though, we're like, damn, this is special. Jokic is a special player. They make the most, revered average, a triple-double, looks so basic and, simple just off of how they are able to play the game. So, obviously not the most agile, flashy players, you know what I mean? But they definitely know how to get everybody involved. They play the game the right way, and they have possibly some of the highest IQs ever in the league. So I love the fact that Jokic has a chance to win his 3rd MVP. Obviously, they weren't going to let, just like LeBron James, when Derrick Rose won, he deserved it. Derrick Rose definitely deserved it. They were the 1 seed, and he was dominant that season in 2011. But you're not going to get that 3-peat. If Michael Jordan couldn't get that MVP 3-peat, they're not going to let anybody do it. The last player to do it, like we said before, was Larry Bird. It'll never happen again. Unless Wemby. Wemby's the only player that I could ever see doing it 3 times in a row. Other than that, it will never happen. But the fact that he has a chance at his 3rd, I really enjoy that. Foreign-born players, I didn't even watch it, but that discussion that Gil's Arena had about removing the foreign-born players from the league to make it more competitive, I don't even know. But I saw that was some kind of discourse around that. That shit's dumb. That's dumb. Literally, the best players in the league are some of the best players in the league are foreign born. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Canadian. Jokic, Serbian. Luka. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just forgot where Luka was from. He's from Latvia, right? Luka, foreign born. Chet, Holmgren, Australian. Victor Wembanyama, he's from France. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's from Greece. Like, top players in the league. Obviously, Chet and Wemby aren't top players right now, but I'm just saying. These great players, foreign born, like, they make the game better, bro. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Moving on to our Rookie of the Year. This award is raps, bro. No question. I had to show my love to Brandon Miller, bro. I had to show my love to Brandon Miller, so that's why he got a segment. And I wasn't going to just blank out on every award. We're not doing that until the next one, where we decide who was our final winner of the 5 major awards. But Victor Wembanyama has this award wrapped up, and he's had it wrapped up for a long time now. Even though Chet has been really good, and I mean, excuse me. Told you it's been a long time. Yo, I just got a notification that Patty Mills just signed with the Heat. Ooh, things are about to get interesting, bro. Things are about to get interesting. But yeah, like I was saying, bro, Chet's been really good for OKC, bro. Like I just mentioned, Brandon Miller, potential, definite all-star, potential superstar in the making. Jaime Jaquez, a more poised, seasoned type of rookie. But he definitely has shown you flashes that he's a ready now NBA talent. Or not flashes, but that he's shown you that he's a ready now NBA talent, and flashes of potential all-star. But if we're being completely honest, bro, not a single one of them compares to what Vic has been doing this year, bro. Chet is the one that comes closest statistically from like the 100 blocks and 100 3-pointers made. But in retrospect, like, it still really doesn't matter. Like, Wemby has been head and shoulders, damn near knees above the competition, bro. Like, Let's run down another list, just like we did Jokic. Over his last 18 games, dude has been a demigod. 2K created demigod from the numbers that he's produced and the highlights that he's been able to grace us with, bro. A 10-block performance to give him a triple-double. He had a triple-double with 10 blocks. That's something that we missed out on, I think. A 5x5, bro, on a night where he had just missed it. So, I forget who they played on both these games, but the game before he had the 5x5, he had just missed out on that 5x5 stat by 1 assist. He was 1 assist shy of a 5x5. The night before, he ended up getting it. That's ridiculous. That is literally 2K generated ridiculous demigod work right there. 5 of his last 6 games that he's played, he's recorded at least 5 blocks. 5 blocks in 5 of his last 6 games. That is 25 blocks. And then that's one of them. That other 6 game, he had at least 3 blocks. 7 of his last 8 games, he's had a double-double with at least 3 blocks, a steal, and 2 assists. He's one of 3 rookies to have ever put up a stat line of 30, 10, 5, and 5 in a game. 30 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks. He did it on back-to-back nights. The other 2 rookies, you want to know? David Robinson did it twice, and Tim Duncan. What is something they all have in common? They were all number 1 draft picks to the San Antonio Spurs. Wembanyama, bro, Rookie of the Year. All of this, and he averages just over 30 minutes a night, bro. Imagine if he played 36 to 40 minutes a game. He would amaze us so crazy with stats, bro. So crazy. Like, come on, bro. It would be ridiculous. San Antonio's definitely doing him justice though by giving him that grace of monitoring his minutes because of how lanky of a dude he is, his lean and really unnatural frame because of how elegant and graceful he can move on the court. They're definitely doing him a service. If you haven't already noticed, this kid is special, bro. Like, really, like he's going to be when LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry are no longer playing in the NBA. He is, without a doubt, the face of the NBA. And I'm so glad that we have, a guy that can carry the torch. And it's not like a shaky handoff. Like, I'm not sure. We're not really sure if he's ready for it. Nah, it's like, here, bro, take this. Pause. Because we know that you're capable of carrying this league for years to come. So I'm very, very, he is arguably going to have the potential to be in that GOAT conversation when it's all said and done. This is his rookie year, and we're already absolutely blown out of the water and amazed by what he can do. Just wait till he gets better. Wait till he gets better. Oh my God, bro, it's so crazy, bro. Like, I'm so hyped for how Wemby's career could turn out, bro. Like, he might take Bron's spot for the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm just talking shit. Bron will always and forever be my GOAT, but I have no doubt in my mind, bro. He'll be a multiple-time MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. And if San Antonio could pull the lead out of their ass and wake up and realize that they are not in a rebuild, they have a ready now superstar to build a championship team around, he will be an NBA champion in my mind, without a doubt. Moving on to the most improved player. Nah, man, my boy J-Dub. I gotta show some love when I get to show love. You know what I mean? It's been a minute since we've been in front of this camera, bro. We have not talked about our Thunder, bro. So I'm gonna talk about my Thunder, bro. A second-year player who was drafted at the back end of the lottery. He was the 12th pick in 2022. Jalen Williams was not a player that a lot of people, projected to be who he is right now. The impact that he has had on this winning team who is competing for the 1 seed. We're just a half game back after losing to the Lakers last night. Every time we get the 1 seed, we lose the 1 seed. I'm so ready to just hold it forever. But nah, man. He was drafted the same year as Chet, bro, and it was like all this hype around Chet, Paolo, Jabari Smith. Yeah, Jalen Williams had like some, obviously, it's not like nobody knew about Jalen Williams, but to the average fan that doesn't watch college basketball like myself, didn't really know who Jalen Williams was. So when we get him alongside of Chet, obviously we're more excited about the Chet pickup, right? Chet gets hurt in that Pro-Am run against LeBron James, and yes, it's like, let's check out what this other rookie guy can do. And it was so bad at one point that getting on FanDuel and DraftKings, I'm betting on the other Jalen Williams because I don't know which one is which. I'm betting on Jalen J. Will out of Arkansas to get 20 points. I look at my DraftKings bet slip. I'm like, 7 points. I'm looking at NBA, the on my phone, NBA, watching the game, like, he got 21, 7. Oh, that's the wrong Jalen Williams. Oh man, like it was that bad, bro. Like, I didn't know who he was. Like, to now, coming into his second year, being a legit second option on a contending Thunder team that keeps going back and forth, like I said, with the 1 and 2 seed between them and Minnesota. He's my MIP right now, bro. Last season, he averaged 14 points a game, 4.5 rebounds, 3.3 assists, 1.4 steals on 52, 35, 81 splits. This season, his scoring has jumped up a total of 5 points, putting him at 19.1 a game. The assisting has improved from 3.3 to 4.5. But if you've been watching the Thunder, then you know sometimes he can get 7, 8 assists. I think he's had a 10 assist game, a couple of those as well. And the division is much improved on a nightly basis. So if you watch the Thunder, then you really see that his vision and his playmaking and ball movement has really improved. The defense is still solid, but the numbers wouldn't really show it because Shea is leading the league in steals. So he's not really the point of attack stopper getting the steals so much as he is like a point of attack, but that's more like Lou Dort's role. He's like the second guy, but then Shea leads in steals, and then obviously having Chet on the back end, he's gonna lead in blocks. So the defense it's still solid, but it just doesn't show statistically. His rebounds have had a slight drop off as well, but that's to be expected when you put in a 7'2" guy with a near 8 foot wingspan into the lineup. That's just what it is. The improvement part and the most impressive part about his game, though, is the fact that he has boosted his shooting average nearly a full 10%. He's up 9% from last year, shooting league average at 35% to shooting lights out 44% for this season, bro. He's shooting pretty much the same volume that he was last year, but a more increased role of expectation being that second option. Like I said, he's getting one of the other team's better defenders on a nightly basis. So him being able to, some of it has to do with like show us that you can shoot, but he's been proving it by far. Like they need to put some respect on his name, you know what I mean? But like I said, man, this is by far Tyrese Maxey's award. I just had to give my Thunder boys some love because, like I said, we ain't been around the last couple weeks. I'm going to talk about my Thunder, bro. Any chance I get. Sixth Man of the Year. This is the award that's locked up by this guy. Why we didn't do a Eastern Conference player. Not that I really even felt like one of them was really deserving of it. So I'm Malik Monk, you know what I mean? Kentucky dog. After ending the month of January on a streak of, he had 6 straight games. I want to say 4 of them where he didn't score in double figures. But just awful offensive performances, bro. He came into February on absolutely ablaze, bro. 8 of his last 14 games, he scored 20 or more points. Only 5 games he's had under 15, and 2 of those were single-digit nights. But otherwise, he's been in his bag, bro. Most notably, the overtime win against the Timberwolves where he put up 39 points on 5 of 8 shooting from deep, 55% overall from the field. He did shoot 29 though. He definitely shot 29 shots in that game. We ain't gonna act like he just had a great shooting night. 55% is solid. 18 of 29 though from the field. I want to say it was Kobe that said, how many shots did you take to get that 40? You know what I mean? So great game. I'm not busting his ass for nothing at all. He was hot. They was feeding him. Great game, but I love to see the 40 points on 22 shots maybe. You know what I'm saying? Just a little less volume. But this is praising him. He is the perfect mold of a microwave player to have come off of your bench, and if he needs to be, just based off of his skill set alone, he can be a starter for you. He's only started, I want to say, he's not started no more than 40 games in his entire career. I want to say he's in his 8th year now. He hasn't started a single regular season game since he's been in Sacramento. But if need be, he can fill in for you as a starter. He's averaging a career high of 15.4 points a game, as well as a career high of 5.2 assists. and a career high in shot attempts a game with 12 a night. There's no real need for me to, continue to ramble on about why he is the sixth man of the year. He's just the sixth man of the year, and if you don't know that by now, Last award. This one is another, going with, my opinionated basis, how I feel, or who I feel deserves the award based off what I've seen and how they perform, not going off of what nobody else is saying or thinking. Defensive Player of the Year for the Western Conference, to me, reached the sideliner. Victor Wembanyama, bro. And it's like, it's for this quarter season. We're talking about this last, 21 games. From game 42 up to game 62. So last 20 games or so. That's what we're basing this off of, okay? Victor Wembanyama is my Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy Gobert, although he has been an anchor to a team that's, arguably been the best defensive team in the league and the best team out west all year, he's averaging 2.1 blocks on the season, and in his last 18 games, he's averaging 2.2. So, real good, you know what I mean? Two blocks a night, solid average. He's also controlling the boards while aiding his team to victory with his play. And although, he has been ridiculous throughout most of the season protecting the rim, although his average is only 2, he has been very, very solid. He's had 4 block games, 6 block games. I think he even had an 8 block game. Over this last stretch, bro, it don't even come close to what Vic has done, bro. Let's just go back to what I said about the near back-to-back 5x5s. Both of those, he missed it by an assist, not a block or a steal. He missed it by an assist. He had 5 blocks and 5 steals in back-to-back games. He had a 10-block performance. In his last, 10 games, he's averaging at least 3 blocks a game. I mean, it's really pretty much self-explanatory. The thing that really gets it to you, that really gave Wemby that edge for me, was the steals. Wembanyama is not only able to defend at the rim, but he's also able to come away with a lot of steals. Causes a lot of turnovers. Like we said, the 5x5s, 18 game stretch, he's averaged, I want to say, 3 steals a game, damn near. Same as Rudy as far as, protecting the glass. Far more effective though, but he's had at least 1 steal a game. There's only one game that Wemby didn't have at least 1 steal in that 18 game stretch. Rudy has only had a total of 8 steals since January 24th. So, in just 2 games, Wemby blew that out the water. So you consider the lack of steals for Rudy Gobert and the fact that Wembanyama is a menace whenever he contests a shot. My award goes to Vic for this one, bro. And that's gonna do it for our awards, man. I just want to talk real quick because, like I said, we got a new series that we're about to introduce to the channel real soon. As far as watching games live and reacting to them, reactions are very, very popular, and I don't want y'all to think that I'm just doing this because of trying to garner subscribers or anything. Of course, I care about subscribers, but I'm doing this because I want to. Anything that y'all see me do on this channel, I do because I want to. I could have been doing all this other popular stuff to gain, people to come and view my channel. I'm staying true to myself and what I believe in and what I want to do for myself. Obviously, I want to appeal to y'all. That's the biggest, that's my main thing, is appealing to the people that are subscribed to me and the people I want to subscribe to me. But at the end of the day, I'm going to do what I want to do on this channel because it is my content. And my content is going to be something that I enjoy doing. It's that simple. So we're bringing that to the channel, the live reactions to the games. And finally, once we hit 100 subscribers, what's today? Tomorrow tomorrow we having a hoop session. 2-hour hoop session tomorrow that I put together. Me and the homies, me and my brothers. Pops might even show up. I'm bringing y'all IRL hooping to this channel so y'all can see that I don't just talk it, but I can also walk it. You know what I mean? So, what else? What else we got? We're going to continue pushing out the 2K, the gaming content. Spider-Man comes out on March 7th. I thought it was supposed to come out yesterday. We finished the God of War. We got UFC that we're going to keep pushing out. We got a few of those videos already recorded. We got a lot of videos recorded, man. Like I said, I just wasn't 100%, so I didn't feel like doing content at all. But the content that y'all were getting was, I needed to put that out. So I didn't, completely just fall off the face of the earth. I needed to put that out, and it also made me feel a little better. Just knowing that I had some content to put out, and just being in that zone of editing and things like that. So, what else is there? I want to get at least one more NBA vlog. I'm not making any I'm not making any promises on that, but I definitely want to get at least one more NBA vlog before the playoffs start. Go watch a game and bring y'all a vlog. And then just IRL vlogs too, bro. I want to start doing other stuff on this channel. I'm a writer. If I haven't already shown y'all, I am a writer. Let me show y'all my notes for this episode real quick. I know that was a little loud in the back, but yeah, we be writing, man. We do this. Not only do I write, scripts, so to say, for my episodes, I write music. I'm about to start writing books. Want to start writing short films and skits and things like that. I've always been into those. My first ever profession that I wanted to be outside of a football player or a basketball player was an actor. I actually had a modeling gig that I just couldn't afford the classes, so it just fell through for me. But your boy, you know what I mean? I've been out there, I've been around, you know what I'm saying? Pause, no weird stuff, but I dibble and dabble in a lot of different aspects of life, bro. So as this community continues to grow, as this channel continues to grow, y'all definitely continue to see another side of me that y'all haven't seen yet. This video, unfortunately, will be an hour long. I don't really like when they're an hour long because I know y'all don't watch them fully through, but that's okay. But yeah, man, we're gonna come back and see this video in a couple of years. Y'all gonna be watching it, and y'all going, not that y'all don't now, but y'all gonna appreciate what we have, been able to build out here, bro. I really appreciate all of y'all, every single one of y'all that has been along this journey with me. Road to 100, like I said, we're 5 away. We will hit 100 subscribers before the end of this NBA season, and then we're on the road to 500 and 1,000, then 5,000, then 10,000, then 100,000. Stick with your boy, man. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and do it. Enjoy basketball. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm gonna catch y'all.